thanks for coming to vibe with me. This is a general love reading for the sign of Gemini. Gemini, this week I am doing my messages from your person, partner, love interest series. So please remember to take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Not all of these messages can fit for every Gemini out there, as it's a general reading, so don't force any messages to fit. Just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, Gemini. Remember, this is energy I am reading. Energy is fluid, and it may or may not resonate more in a vice versa fashion. Also, Geminis, last but not least, if you're new here to my channel, I would love for you to join my community by subscribing to my channel. So if you have not yet done so, I'd be so grateful for that support. If you'd subscribe to the channel, as I am trying to build my community here on YouTube. So with that being said, Geminis, let's jump into your reading. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Gemini from their person, partner, love interest. Gemini, I hope you all are off to a great start to your new year. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. I hope you had a chance to watch your mini bonus New Year past, present, future reading that I did. If you have not yet, I will link it after this video for you. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Gemini from their person, partner, love interest. Gemini. Oh, got it stuck because we had a flipper here on the deck. Not an overabundance of messages like the other two readings I've done so far, Gemini. Let's see what you have. I daydream about you. Sometimes it's sexual. Other times I visualize our future together. Let me move this deck over. I'm trying to figure out this connection. I've never experienced anything like it before. I'm seeing synchronicities like your name or 1111 and working out what they mean. Please send me energetic support. Use the frequency of love to uplift me because I need your help. I don't feel deserving and it's affecting my levels of abundance and openness. Our love will manifest through the union of heart and mind. Expanding these areas allows our love to grow. I'd long ago shut down those parts of me that wanted love, romance, and intimacy, but you make me long for those things again. I'm afraid this relationship is too good to be true, and I pull away in fear. Alright, Gemini, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Gemini from their person, partner, love interest. I'm getting this sense that someone sees the strength, someone sees the relationship and the potential, the future, and one of you isn't. So one of you is having a more difficult time catching up to the other as far as seeing the potential or seeing longevity. Someone's more stuck in their mind, in their head, maybe a bit anxious, but someone's stuck in their head, and someone is, all about the emotion in their heart space. And I feel like maybe this is pushing the one that's stuck in their head to move into their heart space, and the one that's stuck in their heart space to go to their mind and think more, logically or okay, let's jump into this deck. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Gemini from their person, partner, love interest. Gemini. Time alone, retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge and denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. Yeah, so I feel like someone's in denial. Someone's not catching up to the other. Someone's stuck in their head. This is most likely the person that's stuck within their mind. They need to detach. They need to see things differently. Check out of their headspace to see this truth. It's like their mind is playing tricks on them, right? Telling them that things should be a different way or could be a different way, or the way things should be playing out, or things are happening that aren't happening. I feel like it's time to, yes, detach, retreat, possibly together. Maybe you guys need to retreat together. Maybe you guys need to retreat just the two of you so you guys can rekindle. I feel like there needs to be a rekindling. Someone could have, yes, shut down and or withdrawn from the connection, either emotionally or possibly even also physically. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, because of this anxiety, because of these thoughts in their mind, because of this repetitive thought cycle that they are trapped in. It's even toxic thoughts, but these thoughts are a reoccurring cycle due to the lack of communication between the two of you that's leading this person into assumptions and assuming and theorizing and coming up with their own ideas, right? They're stuck in their head because they're not getting the clarity that they need. The communication isn't bringing them the clarity that they need, that they deserve. And it's caused this person to shut down, like I said, either emotionally and physically because of the confusion, because of the overall lack of clarity. They don't feel supported. I feel like there's a sense of them not feeling supported because they don't feel seen and or heard. Okay, this is going very intuitive, Gemini. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Gemini. Gemini. Please give me messages for Gemini. For my person, partner, love interest, Gemini. From the Hidden Truth deck, you get one truth. Let's see what it is. I know I messed up everything. Interesting. That's you, the way you're feeling, or that's them and the way they're feeling. But someone is afraid in this relationship that it's too good to be true, that this energetic connection can't exist, that there's this push-pull, this misunderstanding. It's like you're together, but you're not together. That's possibly why I'm saying there's this detachment emotionally and physically. Maybe you've been just doing a lot of your own things. There's been maybe a low bump in the relationship. But that's why I was mentioning this retreating. Maybe the two of you need to retreat and really get down to the bottom of communicating. Trying to figure out this connection, the experiences that you guys are going through, this specific situation. Why have you gotten to where you've gotten? Why are the things the way they currently are at this moment? Right? What part did you play in it, Gemini? What part did they play in it? It's like sitting down and, having that adult conversation, a heart to heart, and getting to the bottom of it. No more sweeping it under the rug. No more acting like it didn't happen. No more ignoring it. No more shutting down. It's time to reconnect this love and romance and intimacy between the two of you. And the only way that's going to happen is by getting back on the same energetic frequency, by supporting one another, not just energetically, but hearing the other person out, really listening to them, seeing them, appreciating them, understanding them. But there's a lot to do here with acknowledgement, seeing them for who they are, and hearing what they have to say. Okay. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Gemini from their person, partner, love interest. Interesting reading. Okay, we got one card from this deck. I wanted to make sure there was no flippers. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I was just mentioning this bond needs to deepen. It needs to strengthen. Maybe you guys have been together for an extended period of time, many years. Maybe you have spent a time separated, but there's this getting to know one another, right? People change, people evolve, people oftentimes become quite different as they grow into adulthood and later on beyond those years after parenting and so forth. Gemini, I feel like you and your partner have changed tremendously. You aren't the same people. You are the same people, but you aren't the same people as when you first met, when you first started dating. Think back to the day you met your person, your partner, your love interest, your husband, your wife, and how much of a difference the two of you are, they are now, as well as yourself, right? This is not just going outward, but it's going inward. I feel like there's a lot of reflecting going on here. So it's getting to know each other. They need to see who you are now because you are also different, and you need to see who they are now because they are also different. But Gemini is also acknowledging yourself on an inward basis, how much you have changed. Have you changed so much where your needs, your wants, your values, your morals are different from before? Do they still align with this person and who they are now, right? So it's figuring out who you are and figuring out who they are and seeing if that's still in alignment now. Okay, let's jump into the tarot. Take the last sip of my coffee that I didn't spill right before this reading all over my workspace. Oh, I just threw my... Anyways, yeah, that happened. So that's going to be a mess to clean up. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Gemini from their person, partner, love interest. I feel like there is a deep connection here. An unexplainable connection, like if we've gone through so much, if so much has gone wrong, if we're on such different pages, why are we still together? Why do I still love this person? I want to say after all of this, why do I still love them? Why do I still want to work on it with them? Why am I still here, right? It's because there's something deeper, something stronger. There's a purpose to this connection. There's a lesson to be learned. There's I feel like it's a deep soul connection. It's a soulmate connection. It's an energetic bond. There's been this all ever knowing that this is your person, but maybe there's been this, like I wanted to say earlier, this runner chaser, this denial dynamic where one just thinks that it's just too good to be true. How can I have something so perfect? How can this, and maybe it wasn't at the beginning, everything was perfect, it's too good to be true type of perfect, except I'm feeling this sense of possibly they weren't your typical person that you'd go for. Maybe physically, I'm thinking like physically. Maybe they're a different ethnicity. Maybe they're a different age. Like maybe they have a different financial status or a religious, spiritual background. There's some significant difference or something I feel like that made you and or they not your typical type of person that you'd go for, which is why there was this denial, this that runner chaser, or that not quite feeling all in, that confusion. There was this portion of someone that was like, it's too good to be true, so it must be too good to be true. That inside denial. So they were partially, I feel like, always detached, never all in, I want to say. Due to a lack of clarity, a lack of communication, and a lack of feeling 100% supported. Okay, let's jump into the tarot. But they wanted to work on it. They stayed. They kept working on it. They kept pushing. They kept feeling like there's a purpose, there's a connection, there's something here that made them stay. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Gemini from their person, partner, love interest. Gemini. Okay. Three of Cups and the Moon. So maybe, possibly, there's been questions in someone's mind, whether or not someone's been completely faithful. I'm saying that because of the Three of Cups and the Moon. I feel like someone possibly wasn't all in. They detached, possibly emotionally and or physically, because they felt like there was third-party involvement. They felt like someone was possibly lying, cheating, betraying. There was some sort of hidden information, secrecy. The moon is Pisces, also Scorpio for me as a reader. But I feel like this is standing more so for what's hidden. This person that's stuck up in their head. Remember I said there's one person that's stuck in their mind and one person that's stuck in their heart, Gemini. The one that's stuck in their mind, that I was saying that maybe they have anxiety, they're anxious, they're wondering, they're curious, they're always looking for the truth, the facts. They're logical, they're analytical, they're overanalyzing because of the lack of communication, the lack of knowing. So what did I say earlier at the very beginning? They're always assuming, making up assumptions, making up stories, theorizing, but there's a reason for it. It's because they're not getting the answers. They're not getting the answers that they're looking for. They're not getting the clarity that they need or that they deserve. So it leads this person to believe that there's energy being shared elsewhere. Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. This is tough energy. So Knight of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Cups and the King of Swords, which I'm reading this. I know I'm reading this Knight, or this King of Swords, excuse me, is your energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I know it is specifically Aquarius, but it's your air energy. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy, or a very, like I was just mentioning, it's a very practical, conservative, methodical energy. It's the Knight of Pentacles is very trustworthy, very honest, very patient and hardworking. I feel like you're dealing with someone who is very patient, hardworking. They're reliable, they're dependable, they're honest. They might take a long time to... This person's just slower moving possibly than you are. This person could be a homebody. This person could be very grounded, very routine oriented. I'm feeling a mismatch in energy between you and your person. This person likes lists, schedules, routines, taking things slowly, looking for all the facts and researching and very logic based here. And because possibly this moon, there's so much confusion, so much hidden, so much unknown, confusion, which leads to illusion and fear and fantasy and, yeah, delusion and lunacy even. Someone's pulled back their energy, their time, their energy. This Four of Pentacles for me in this reading is representing someone it is about financial stability, yes. Being protective of your finances, focusing on long-term security, but followed by the Five of Cups and the King of Swords. There's been an extremely slow-moving energy to rekindle a connection, to have that reunion or to start over, because someone's afraid. Someone's afraid that someone's giving their energy elsewhere. Someone's stuck up in their head, always thinking, fantasizing, worried and in fear that someone is cheating or lying or deceiving them or betraying them, that I feel like they don't feel a balance in energy. They don't feel secure. They don't feel seen. They don't feel heard. This Five of Cups is a continuation of someone focusing on being disappointed that they're not getting what they want out of this. The constant anxiety and sadness and fear of focusing on and thinking of you, or that giving your energy elsewhere. The lack of communication. King of Swords can be very cutting with their words, very cold, can become very cut off. And that's exactly what I'm getting from this King of Swords, which I never get. King of Swords is typically very intentional, a leader, a strategic thinker. Like I have been saying throughout this reading, someone who is logical and analytical, intellectual, very intelligent. But I am feeling a bit of a power play, an ego trip here. I just feel as an arrogance almost. A cutting off or a holding back of communication. Either you're ghosting someone, stonewalling someone, ignoring someone. There's a lack of openness, a lack of communication, a lack of that warm, ooey gooey love, romance, and intimacy. It's become cold. It's become calculated. It's become possibly controlling or manipulative. It's become mind games and controlling. There's this very possessive, greedy energy that I'm feeling. I really don't like where this energy has just led to. What I'm feeling. I'm getting like chills. Gemini. I feel a complete lack of confidence in the connection and where it's going. Where it is now, as well as where it's going. There's a lack of confidence in it. There's a confusion. There's no confidence in it, as well as it's confusing on whether it's even going to continue or what the future could possibly be. But there's like this knowing that we're supposed to be together. We're soulmates. We're still together. We've gotten through all this. We've worked through all this. We haven't split up yet. But someone long ago shut down. Someone has shut down, gone cold, iced the other person out, stopped communicating. There is no love that can be manifested, romance, intimacy, until someone stops focusing on the past, on being hurt, being betrayed, on third-party situations, on the fear, on the confusion, on the unknown. And until that person gets out of their head, steps into their heart, and emotionally steps towards the other person in a heart space. And the person that's stuck in their head needs to get out of the person that's stuck in their heart, focusing, on the sadness and the grief, and this isn't working out, and who has emotionally detached. Possibly that Pisces Scorpio needs to, they probably already have gone into their headspace and set boundaries. That's why there's this polarity here, this pushing away from one another, because one is ghosting, stonewalling, ego tripping, arrogant, I'm not going to give in, it's not me. And the other one's stuck in their sadness, pity, this sucks, this isn't working out. It's like, one's stuck in their heart, one's stuck in their head, and there's a mismatch in frequency. There's a lack of an energetic connection now. Someone messed, right? I messed everything up. And whoever that is, whether that's you, or if Gemini, whether you messed everything up, if you know it's not you, then it's the other person. But if it's this arrogance, ego, you could be stuck not wanting to admit that, right? You could be in denial. Someone is in denial that they possibly are the ones that messed everything up. Someone is in denial that they have been actually the one that has detached and shut down and not been open and vulnerable and greedy with their time and their energy. I feel like someone's been very greedy with their time and the energy, not giving emotionally. This is needing, like I said, to reconnect heart space and mind space, to get back on the same energetic frequency, to bring back that love and that romance and that intimacy. I feel like there's going to need to be the two of you retreating, just the two of you, no one else, so that you guys can have a deep conversation. Deep conversation. Talk everything out. Get everything out on the table. Illuminate everything. The fears, the lies, the betrayals, the secrets, everything that's hidden. So there's no more wondering, no more assuming, no more theorizing. Someone has to give up their time and energy and communicate, and someone, this is a mismatch, and it's like a redating, like a getting to know each other, like, this is who I am now, this is who you are now, do we still match, are we still on the same vibrational frequency, can we make this work? But someone's just pulled away in fear and shut down and not been willing to work on it or try to figure out the connection. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Gemini, angel, oh my goodness, Gemini. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated and how it resonated. I am going to, like I said, leave it here and hold off until next week for your reading. Hopefully your energy will take a shift. And please give the video a heart. Please follow my channel, Gemini. I'd love to have your support here and have you part of the community. Tough energy, but it is the energy that came out. So thank you all, Geminis, for being here, and I'll see you next week.